Hi, everybody. I know it has been quite a while, and it is Wednesday, which is weird for me. But I figured I'd change it up a bit, considering that the LED panel that I've been working on for quite a while in the previous streams, I hit a rock and I can't seem to find the answer to it. I've Googled it, I've tried different kinds of codes and stuff, but I can't seem to find the answer thus far. So I figured I'd do something else for once, and I stumbled upon this game that was for free on the Epic Store like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and I kind of fell in love with it, and I lost sleep over it because it just drew my attention so much. So the basic concept of this game is that you get a shape and you have to create that shape by mining different kinds of shapes and colors, and then put them into a process that would either color them or cut them into a certain shape and combine them. So let me show you one of the things that I've already made. For instance, I got the shape, here I color it, here I cut it up into different shapes and I combine it again into a different shape, and so it's basically setting up an entire factory to create a final shape that it wants. Right here that you're looking at is this shape. This one took me ages to figure out how to make. But as the game progresses, you get more and more kinds of tools that you see underneath here that you can use to make the shapes, either by combining them or rotating them or snipping them or coloring them, the whole thing. But I have come to level 27, and in this level it's kind of like free mode. Oh, this is weird. For me, these guys are moving real rapidly, and I see on the stream that the frame rate is a little bit off, in which it almost looks like they're standing still or moving very slowly, which is funny to see. So I'm in free mode, and which means I unlocked everything that's possible, and now it's just going to give me shapes that it randomly puts together. With the idea of, you know now how it works. Here you go, and show us that you understand the assignment. And one of the tips that they gave was, maybe you can set up an entire automated factory. Let me zoom out a bit. This whole area used to be full of these kinds of things, but I removed all of them in free mode with the idea. What's this? Oh, I made like a white color factory. Okay, but it's big. But yeah, the only things that I kept are the ones that I use for the upgrades, because I can still get upgrades and actually cut upgrades. But it's these three shapes that they want. So those are the three shapes that are still being manufactured right now. And it just fills up as I continue going. So I just let them do their thing. But then you wonder, how can you make this automated? Well, in the last few levels, you get something called wires, something like that. And the hub, that's where you have to like deliver every shape that you make, has like this line going out that you can use together with all kind of other nodes to pull it apart, pick the colors and the shapes, and you can use that to actually automate it. I already kind of made a start by making a paint factory. In a sense, let me turn it on. That it can get an input of 4 colors, and it will check the color against all these different containers that I have, and if it's the right color, it will let it go through. If it's not, it will just not do anything. But why is that one saying that it's not connected? But that's because I have a lot of wires in there. Oh, that's why it's saying it's not connected, because it isn't. Cool. I need to connect that. Well, right here is now I kind of hard-coded the input from it. And here I actually got a piece of the shape that comes from the HUD. So what I'm going to try and do now is to get the colors from this. It's only 2 colors, as you can see. But try to get those 2 colors to come out of this whole system. I'm missing 1 color though. Technically it's not a color, but I'm still missing like 1 paint, which is white. But I can make that up there. And what I'm going to try and test it on first is I have like a painter node. No. I have like a painter node. That's this one. That can do like 4 different colors. So you give it 4 different colors and a shape, like these ones, and that's what will go in, and that's what we're going to try and reproduce, that these blocks will have the same color in the same places as this shape, basically. Yeah. Okay, let's first connect the purple. For some reason, my mouse is terrible when it comes to selecting. Don't really know why yet. It will just go like, no, you weren't selecting anything. Just put it here. The only thing that I don't like is how these layers overlap. They don't really do that well. So you kind of have to go from layer to layer sometimes. Okay, so that's now connected up. I need to tell it that it's purple. Originally, I was trying to wire it up to the container itself, because the container also has like an exit that tells what's inside of it. With the idea, then I wire that up to the equal nodes, but these wires are terrible, because if like this is green, and if you put in the box next to it another green, it will automatically connect. So you can't really have them running alongside each other. That's why there are 2 different colors, but I wish there were like 4 different colors or something, because it just But in the end, I couldn't get it to work without having to spread these containers out a lot further to get myself more space to put the wires. So now I just hard coded what color is in the container so that it would work. Oh boy. Okay. I don't think we need this right now, though. Because first I think we have to extract this stuff. Okay, so this is the shape, one of the shape, because it's actually like two shapes. Let me grab it up. At the hub itself, I already did like a node that took the two layers from each other because it was stacked, and now I only set this one back up. So I think I need to cut it up and have it analyze the color of each thing. Because I don't think this is going to help. Oh, it gives me the original shape and color. Interesting. Maybe I can put it together now. Because you do have like a rotator, right? If I do this, then you see it will automatically connect to it. And I know right now with this shape, it doesn't matter if I rotate it 180 degrees because it will be exactly the same. But in the future, when I put in different kinds of shapes, then it will matter. So then it's nice to have. You have the different colors, but we need to also spread them apart because we need to get this line out of there. But I just want to see what it looks like. And normally this is where we're going to throw out the paint. So let me first place this somewhere else. Yeah, I know, you're going nuts. Maybe I need to put them further apart. Yeah, I get this error if they're too close together and then both the inputs are gonna come out. So I need to even put them apart further. Yeah, I'm gonna keep them here for now because I'm going to pull them apart anyway once I have placed that stuff. Okay. So what did I have in mind? Well, these are filters. And I'm wondering now. Because if this is like the input they have, just ignore the red thing. So stuff is going to come in here. It will check against a value that I input. If it is that value, it will go through. If it's not that value, it will go that way. Right? But what would be nicer, especially if you look at these things, there's not a lot of space to put these like there and there and there. So I would prefer to be able to go like this, right? Because then they're just connected. But that means that I need to put in a value that's the opposite of what I'm putting in. That's what I'm wondering. So let's put that to the test. Is it going to color come through? And let's put these back. Put a button here. Yay. Let's see. Red. Yes, red is one of the colors that are going to come through this conveyor belt. What I wanted to do is go for not red. Okay, let's see if he throws red off of the conveyor belt. No. You're supposed to let everything through. It's not red. Why do you have to make everything so difficult, my guy? Wait. He just threw red off too. Let's see what he's going to throw off now. Now he's letting only red pass. And everything else gets thrown off. I really hate this because then I can't put it this way. Maybe I can cheese it a bit. See, I can put something like this in there, which sees what comes through and counts it, but also shows that one. So what I'm going to do is put the equal here with the intent of, I don't know if that'll work, but technically it should work. Red, okay. It looks very random to me. He's only letting blue through. And everything else he's throwing. Return you into blue. That doesn't happen. Ooh. There's only blue going through now. Okay. That looks better, but it's still... I'm not going to get this, am I? Because this one needs to be right in front of it. Which is not going to be, because I have to... I figured I need to do it like 2 layers, but... I wasn't hoping for it though. Especially because I can't guarantee that all the colors come through both the beams. So you can see here, the blue only goes to the top one and never goes to the bottom one. There's no guarantee that it's going to get there through here. And I can't put them in a container because a container only takes a specific color. So you can't input like any of these. And I can't turn them around, as in make them go like a loop. Because with all the other things I can, well, kinda, I can turn them around and use them like both ways, but this way I can't. Which is very annoying at least. That, and how am I going to get these to go in such a short, small space together? I can't I? So maybe I do have to go like this. Okay. Thank you. Oh, now different colors come through. That was pure luck then. Damn it. Okay. Okay. Need to find a different way to do this. So they kind of have to go like this. Kind of like this then. Okay. Let's get some shapes to play with. And I had like different colors here, right? Blue, green, red, and cyan. Blue, green, cyan, red. No, it's gonna get in the way. Took me a while to realize how to like stack these things neatly, and with the wires it kind of feels like I have to relearn the whole thing. Okay. Yoink. Wires. Give me wires. Okay. So what this one does is just turn it on. Which I did, but it's not going to do anything until it has colors. So let's get these ones out. That will force everything to go through there. Wait, let me... in a better way. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Look. Yeah, that one doesn't work because... There we go. And it's running. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Okay. what's happening here is that blue is all backed up because this one's full, which means it will stop here and everything can't get past it and will not go. It's not a Stack Overflow thing, which is annoying. So how am I going to fix that? I tried to do the same thing here with the idea of everything, all the colors that aren't used would come back up here and would go back into the containers, but it was more trouble when it's worth, especially since the containers fill themselves so fast. Yeah, and the red is a similar thing. How am I going to fix this? How am I going to fix it now? Let's just... Yeah, and now it's already congested. And that's why I don't want all of the colors coming out, because then things will get congested even faster. And I was already thinking of maybe I can put in a timer, like that it, the first few seconds it will only bring out the color of the first one, then the second one, third one, like that. But there is no node with which I can do that. And I don't want to be manually putting on switches, like going, okay, color 1, go now. Color 2, go now. It's not really an automated factory, is it? Wait, if it stops flowing, do you turn to 0? Yes. So I could use that. If it turns to 0, that turns off. Or just lets nothing through. I wonder. Is that possible? And of course it's on the other side, so we have to put the wires. Let's just see if it works how I think it works. Okay, so we have this. I don't want you to be there. It should be like an and/or, I think. But that's not going to work either. What are you? XOR gate emits 1 if one of the input is truly but not both. Yeah, that's not gonna work with shapes and colors, I think. You have to like have an OR gate. That this one only comes through here if this is 1. That's not gonna work either. Oh boy. Another thing we could do. Oh, let's put this back. Is that once this is 0 that it will go up to the next one? Or just throw this stuff away and have like the next one just... No, man, I'm kidding. Okay, let's keep this here for now, and I'm going to try to make another one. Okay. Let's just see what I can do. Let's throw being eco-conscious out of the door. This is very wasteful and it breaks my heart. To have to do it this way. Okay, let's try this way. So instead of being chained, they're all just going to go one-on-one. Am I going to get into trouble with... No. Okay. With wires? No. Cool. Keep pressing the wrong button. Whee! There we go. And then we need to run these ones. Right? Yeah. Oh, it's not going to go to the other ones yet. Oopsie. There we go. Let's turn it on and see. Hey. That seems to be going, and I think it doesn't need to be that wasteful. Well, this one I do need to have in there. Nah, fluff. Can I do it this way? Yes, okay. Fine. These things need to be in here. It's still not the most optimal thing. Mostly because these things don't care what comes in. They split what they get. So whatever comes in, it will throw that way or throw to. So the first one he gets in, he lets through. The second one, he'll throw that way. And the third one, he'll let through. And the fourth one, he'll... It's not very good, to be honest. Especially you can see that with the green. And that's why I wanted to do it this way, but then it congests. Oh. I'm wondering. Does anybody have any ideas how to do this? Any engineers? Anybody who does this for a living? And it's also not consistent because it's such random chance. You would almost preferably say that it needs to come out and go straight to the right right section that it's supposed to be going to. I don't know how to do that. Well, maybe I just need to split it up here in 4. Like in 4 different gates. I connect each one of the 4 to something like this. Okay, let's just try that because I'm kind of getting... But how would that work in this whole thing? Because right now I got like the... Yeah. You would have then each of these equivalent go to one of the 4 gates. Then it would be easier to have them on this side, I think, because we're... Let's first just try that. I'll take this one out. To the last. And I was so proud of what I made. Oh well. You live and you learn, I guess. Okay. Let's turn this off first. Thank you, but concept is wanting. I have to do it similar to this. I guess. And just use the congestion to actually fill up the entire thing until one of them is opened. Could work. This one, though. Here it doesn't matter if it congests, because it's all the same color. Do I going to get in trouble with the thing? No. Don't think so. Let's kind of go simply like... Let's give it some space. This is going to be like the 3 different conveyor belts. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then I'm going to need to bring in the wires. The compare wise. Thing is, they're on top. It's fucking me. Ooh. Sorry about that. Maybe I can put them right on top. I go like, this is cyan. And go bloop, 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 bloop. Yay. We have done the 4. Red. Blue. Yellow. And cyan. I think the moment I put in cyan it's already gonna run. Bloop. Bloop. Not doing anything yet. Did go like, oh, you want me to do something? There it's going. Cool. Well, yeah, that would work. But then we have to put everything about the pass-through up here. And don't have to do anything down here except turn it on. It will fill on itself. I guess we could do it that way. And if I make this wire go between the 2, no, I can't go between the 2. Well, that's a bummer. What I can do, however, is move this over. Yeah, I can move it over. Like so. Would be even better if this was like on this side, because then I could just like, oh, there it is. Maybe I could do that though. Okay. I guess we could turn it around. because then we don't need this anymore. And you know, I'm a sucker for efficiency. But then everything needs to go this way. But we have plenty of space because of this contraption. Okay. It's not working right now because it, yeah, well, because the container needs to be filling up for it to work. So if I remove this, then it will fill up. And this stuff I can easily copy paste. Fit. Oh, might actually fit. Now let's hope it fits the wiring. But we'll look at that in a sec. Okay, let's get this stuff wired up. And let's put this back to you though, before you're gonna run out. Okay, now I already know that if I'm going to use blue for this one, the outside wire for this one needs to be green. And I don't know if I have enough space. Or did I have to loosen it up a bit? We'll see. Drop. Now that one's wired up. Now it's wired up. I could also make it come from down instead of making it go past the up, to be honest. And most likely I should just use like these lines to go like, oh, line this has that one. Let's try that way. Because I think that might be more preferable. To go like, okay, this is that color. To use like the conveyor belts, because when I'm in this one, I can't see the wires. That's not going to be a problem. That's what we have these for. Okay. Oops. Oh, I should do it here too. Whoopsie daisy. Figured it wasn't enough. No. Cool. That seems to work. Yay! You see, try. Eventually, you get there. All right, that's how we're going to do it. I got my paint factory, and I don't have to fiddle with speed times, because one of the things is you want to optimize the whole process in such a way that it doesn't back up too much. It's like something like this, it's not good, because the speed on the conveyor belt is around 17 products per second. So when you do want you do something like this, it's going to take like stacking only takes like 2.25 per second. So then you have to calculate, so how many do I need to be able to process 17 at one go, which is math. 17 is divided by 2. Okay. Round 7. Round 7. Okay. It can't be right. Round 8. Oh, yeah. The problem is this is processing fast enough, but I'm putting 2 times of that in here, and it has to go for the same conveyor belt, which it can't. So let's fix that by just adding another conveyor belt that can actually... No, not stack, take it over. There we go. Okay. technically this should work. The reason that it's not really working is because this case is already full and it's trying to push everything over one conveyor belt, which it can't. So if I would put something like this and the container is empty, then it flows a lot better because it's trying to fill that second container. See, now the congestion is just so much better. But I'm all throwing it out over one conveyor belt, so this will just keep stacking up. Which is fine, because everything else is moving, and my output is 17, or at least the output is max of what the conveyor belt can do. So basically what I did here was overkill. I didn't need to do that at all. But I did it anyway. Okay. How far to my next upgrade? But let's go back to my paint factory. So I think we all agree that it should be like this. I think I'm gonna move it up because I do want space. Now let's just throw this whole thing away. I'm making this one because I still need to have white, remember? And I still need to build that one. And 4 stacks in between. And I do that by going here. Building another one of these. I do have blue here. I have red over there, but I don't have green, maybe. No, these greens are over capacity, so I could. Technically. Get green from here. Make blue. That's something I'll do later, because first my factory, I am. I think I remember what the wiring was. Maybe I can copy paste it. Okay. It seems to be going. Well, let's get to the wired mumbo jumbo. Yes. Come on. Yes, I know, I'm cutting it. That is what I wish to do. Whoopsies. Shouldn't take these ones along, should I? I always leave things like this intact because if I ever want to extend it, I can simply do so. Right. I could compact this more, but it's not something I want to do right now. And I have an upgrade. Yay! Cool. My extractors. Wait. I mean... No, 6 extractors is still the limit. Yeah. I'm gonna finish this and then I think I'm going to call it a day. Yeah. Go. Okay, let's play with this a bit more. So. The color was on the left, right? And the shape was on the right. Oh yeah. Told you it needed to be further apart. Or maybe I can tilt it. Can I tilt it? Is it not going to go? As in, go like... color forward. Yeah, it's not gonna go because it's still gonna get in trouble with that one. Fine. I'm going to tilt it that way. Just because. Wait, it can, because there's no input in that way. So I can go like, there we go. Well, let me put this together. This one had a turn, right? Yeah. Double turn. Sometimes you just have to be a little bit sneaky, I guess. Bloop. Oh, wait, no. This should work now. Yeah. Oh boy. I did a smart thing. I think I did a smart thing. Where's the yellow coming? Yay! However, one of the problems is going to be, and it's going to run empty faster, isn't it? Because I'm pulling from this twice. But because I'm pulling from it twice, it's not going very fast. I was like, it's going half. Wait. I broke a connection somewhere. What did I break? Oh. Because I put them over the conveyor belt. Fine. I can't put them up here either. But anyway, it's not going to go full capacity because this is, at the start, it's full capacity. But it's not, so that can't be it. So it's going half of 17. Which was 9, I thought I saw. Relatively fast. So if I were to change one of the colors into something entirely different, say that one, cyan would go full because it's going for the full length. And magenta is only grabbing 1, so it's also going full speed. Yellow is asked twice, so it's... I guess that's the only disadvantage of the whole thing, unless I make like a paint factory. Or at least this whole thing 4 times, just in case I have 4 of the same colors. Which I will, because as you remember, this is the shape. And one of the layers is entirely white. But, now that I think about it, I can make it an entirely different factory for that. Because, let me explain. Like, for instance, here I also need, like, white dots for these things. See, here's a white shape. What I can do then is, if that is the case, then send the shape entirely to, like, a full paint factory, which is something like this. And it will only cost me like 1 of these paint things to paint an entire circle. So it will be faster and cheaper to do. Because, let me do the math here. You can do... no, not that one. This one. Yeah, this one does like 4 items twice. That's why it has like 2 entrances. So it does 1 of these. It does 4 per second. Yeah, 4, 8, 16. So 4 is like the best one. This combination is the best one for the flow of the whole project. The reason that it's being stocked a bit here because most of it is full, but it's still running, which means it's exactly right. In my opinion, at least. The pole needs to be enough, but the pole shouldn't be too much, which it's not. Everything is still moving. Same thing here. It might look like there's not a lot coming out of it at one time, but if you look here, this is most likely 16, not 17. Yeah, around 17 going through, which is perfect. 17 is like the max it can hold right now. And I calculated these things, you need 8 of these in a row to handle a conveyor belt full of 17 things. So that's also working, and if you look here, it's also 17. So this is going good. But before, you have to like deliver that many symbols. Didn't matter how, as long as you gave that many symbols or shapes in total. And now they're changing it that you need to have your process up so well that it produces at least 4 per second. Well, if I have my factory set up the way I want it to be set up, I think we could get, or at least the goal is get to 17 per second. But as I upgrade up here, that speed will increase. Because the original speed of the conveyor belt was 2 per second, and I'm already at ×8. Which brings me up to 17. Well, 8.5 would bring me up to 17. So, and this is still going. So, as I'm building my factory, the conveyor belts will keep getting faster, and the processes will also get faster. So I don't think there's going to be much of a problem. Okay. I think I'm going to leave it at that for today. Looks fine. It works. Sort of. Not optimally, but we first need to build the concept, I guess. Okay. Well, thank you guys for watching, and have a good day wherever you are. Maybe it's night here, but maybe for you it's in the morning or whatever. If you have any suggestions, tips, or any helpful comments, please let me know. I'm always welcome for those. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.